Meyer, Santos, Wynn, Latz, Pennington, Hoffman, Alston.
Okay.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Bochy.
What's going on around here?
Not much.
What you
Well,
got
we're
for me?
wondering.
What's that?
We were all wondering if you were making some moves.
Yeah, that's what I just wrapped up, making those moves.
So there's just not room for any more left-handers, is there?
Well, there's room, talking to Latz, he threw the ball very well yesterday. He got a little behind, he missed some time early. We would like to get him some more work, more consistent work, some innings. We talked about being an option, being a 2-3 inning type guy, a lone guy even, or maybe a high leverage guy, with just probably being behind a little bit where we're at with the bullpen. We just thought it's best now to go ahead and make this move and let him get that consistent work, as we don't have it here. Now we can bring him back over if I need some work, but you don't rule out anything. You don't know what's going to happen from this point on, with the guys, and so he's obviously a very viable option with what he did last year and how he threw the ball yesterday. We just want to get him on that consistent role that he needs to be on.
And Pennington?
Same with Walter. Yeah, same. I'll put him in the same boat, and those guys are guys that will help us, I think, at some point this year. And it's always performance-based, who's doing well down there, but both of them are guys that we think a lot of, and just don't have a spot right now for them.
How close do you feel, or in your head, do you feel like you are to knowing what you want the bullpen to look like? I know it's still a few weeks away, but do you feel like you're getting closer to?
Yeah. But there's some guys making it tough, so making it even a harder decision when you're looking at the right and left side, lean, things like that. But yeah, I think we're getting it narrowed down. Not completely though.
What do you look for at this point for those roles at the back end of the bullpen? What do they have to do to earn a spot at this point?
As much as anything, guys that pound the strike zone with good stuff, but also we do need a guy or two down there to give us length. So we have those options. Some guys that are going out there throwing 2 innings right now, and we have 4 or 5 of those guys that can help us there, especially early in the season. Your starters aren't going as long, so we want to make sure we have coverage there. But even in the high leverage situations, who's going to be in what role, and and you'll see stuff start to tick up on some of these guys the next couple of weeks. I think their command get sharper, especially the veterans. I think it's only going to get better with them. But you're always looking for strike throwers that pound the zone.
So, Latz, Pennington, and Alstrom, you feel pretty good about that trio of lefties?
We do. Robbie did a great job of opening eyes here in camp. His stuff, his attitude. He's a competitor, and you can see it out there how he gets after it and attacks the hitters. He's hit 94. He has a good breaking ball, and he's come up with a changeup, so that's going to make him even more effective, especially in those pockets with right-handers. But he's got that great attitude you love from a pitcher. Is I'm getting you out, and that's the look he brings out there.
But you guys came to spring with some projects on the offensive side. On fastballs, I know what you see in spring isn't necessarily what you see during the regular season, but what do you feel like you've seen?
I think it's gotten better and better. early in the spring, guys were trying to catch up, and I think we might have been a little late in our setups, or, you know, getting it down, so to speak, the foot down and all that, but I see them getting on time now, you know, with the heater, so that's just gotten better and better. I think it's through our work by our hitting guys, the work they're putting in, and so no, very encouraged how it's picked up, and that's really what you want to see. You know, as you get toward the end, guys start to, you know, get that timing down, and we still have 2 or 3 guys. You know that you know will be there when we need them. Not quite there yet.
Guys who have track records against fastballs, and
Yeah,
you're not that worried
You're
about
looking
that.
at Corey Seager, for example. He's a pro, and he's getting ready for the season, and so. But some other guys have been really encouraged how they've been swinging it.
What have you seen from your from the left-handed hitting center fielder and switch hitting center fielder?
Well, I'll start with Leo. I think he's had a great spring. It's evident he put in a lot of work this winter and in this spring, and man, he's throwing out some nice at bats from both sides. So good for him. Defensively, he's been fine. I've moved him to the right, to the left. He's handled that. That's it. I think he'll tell you he's more comfortable in right than left, but that's just because he hasn't been in left. But the bats, getting back to that, he's doing what you know we were hoping to do, show him better discipline, making harder contact. He's driving the ball from both sides. With Carter, he's still trying to find it. You know, and you know we're looking for him to get his timing down. This, as you know, this game is performance-based, and so you know that's what it will come down to. But you know, this kid's he's gonna do a lot of great things. Right now, he's just trying to get that timing down. He's missed a lot of time. I'm not surprised about it. I thought there would be some rust here in camp. I really did, and you know. 21, 22 years old, those guys, you miss a year of facing major league pitching and think you're going to find it right away. This game's not that easy, so this is not a surprise. And as we're halfway through camp, but he's going to get his at bats. We got the minor league games going on. We can throw him down there and just ramp it up a little bit for him.
If you can't. How comfortable do you feel? I know there's 2 weeks left. How comfortable do you feel about him getting the bats against left-handers?
In what way? How comfortable am I putting him in there, or how do I see him against left-handers?
Well, I mean, how comfortable are you putting him in there against left-handers at this point?
Right now, no getting around it. He's still fighting it a little bit, you know, being comfortable in there against lefties. Again, it's lack of seeing left-handers, his young career, not just this spring, but he's seen some left-handers, and you know, he did have a nice hit the other day. I think he was excited about that, but yeah, he needs more at bats there. And you know, if you're going to put for example, if you're going to play him and, you know, the right-hander comes out and you're in the middle of the game, he's going to have to see lefties. So it will help determine what we end up doing during the course of a game on his at-bats against lefties.
Did you like what you saw from Rocker with his adjustments yesterday on the
I did. I
outfields?
thought there was a lot of improvement. I thought his breaking ball was better. I think he feels better about how he threw, better command of the fastball. So threw some nice change-ups. You know, threw one to Peterson there that was really a nice one. That's got to be in his arsenal. You know, sometimes we go a lot with our strength, and when you're starting, you know, to have that third and fourth pitch is really important. So I think he was more comfortable out there his third time out, which, you know, that's what you expect to see. He just continues to get better, but the command overall was a lot better.
So this is like, it just dawns on me, like, this is the ultimate spring training thing. That two guys can have offers against left-handed pitchers. But one of them, I mean, you're talking almost glowingly about Leo, and you're talking, you know, like Evan is still really struggling, right? And they're both over against lefties, but there's a difference in how their approach and.
How the bats are,
Yeah.
yeah. We're talking about hard contact, the discipline, the chase. Oh, yeah, that comes into play. I don't just look at results, you know, whether it's defensively or what they're doing at the plate or pitching. You know, it's just execution. And Leo, you know, we saw him chase a lot last year, and he's laying off those pitches down, those off-speed pitches out of the zone. And so that's always a great sign. That's telling you he's seeing the ball well. And then, of course, you know, the better contact that he's making.
You seen anything from Evan that see just tentativeness in the swing?
I think at times, yeah, I think that comes, you know, from maybe a lack of confidence from not seeing a lot of left-handers. So that's natural. Yeah, you're going to be a little tentative and just don't see the ball as well.
But not lack of confidence in that he might do something to the back. You're not seeing anything.
No, I'm not seeing that at all. No,
Okay.
no, I don't think that's playing a role at all.
And the last thing on the offense, Garcia will take some swings off of pitching today.
Right.
Like not soft toss, he'll actually hit off a machine or
I
coach.
think machine and take some BP.
And when before he got hurt, what were you seeing with his swing?
Well, you can see he made some adjustments, and the adjustments were made to, you know, cut back on his chase, especially up, but also, you know, the off-speed pitches down. So it was a shorter swing, trying to be quicker to the ball, and so you don't want to get away from your strengths either. And we've talked to Dolly about this, and we still want him to, you know, to drive the ball, bring some slug in. That's his game, and that's what makes him good. So, but you know, he is going to tweak a little bit, and I think you'll see him get after it a little bit more when he comes back and get back to driving the ball the way he can. I think it's going to help him in the fact that, you know, this adjustment he made shows that he has the ability to put the ball in play and cut down on strikeouts. So, you know, it's almost like a two-strike approach on what he's doing. But we don't want that, you know, with less than two strikes. Or if you face a certain pitcher you don't see as well, you need to shorten up a little bit. And so you have to have that ability to adjust as a hitter, and he's showing that. So I think this will benefit him. Is this the hitter we want him to be? No, I think he'll tell you that, but I think he'll, you know.
But that's like you make a tweak, right, and then you've got to refine that a little
Right,
bit to get
right,
it right. But
right.
that was there was the one thing that stood out was when I was looking back. It's dangerous that we have Hawkeye in all these stadiums now, but his exit velos haven't been very.
No,
he hasn't hit the ball.
we've talked about it. No, it hasn't. Yeah, we definitely want him. He's a bad man. We want him to be that. We want him to be that in the box.
Thanks,
Okay.
Coach.
Okay.
Thanks, Coach.
You're